Hello everyone, welcome back to Shabest Online Tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to estimate the maximum likelihood of a Poisson distribution. And the Poisson distribution X is distributed Poisson, which is P sub Oj, then into the parameter lambda. And the function which is given as probability of x is equal to x is the same as what? Lambda to power x e raised to the power of minus lambda all over x factorial. And this x is raised from what? 0, 1, 2, then up to n. So this is the distribution function of a Poisson. So what do we do? The first thing we're going to do if you're looking for the likelihood estimation is to take the likelihood. And we take the likelihood of probability of x is equal to x, which is the same as what? Likelihood as I raises from 1 to n of what? Lambda to power x e raised to the power of minus lambda all over what? X factorial. So what are we going to do next is to what? Take the likelihood of this bracket. We are going to have what? Likelihood of probability of x is equal to x, which is the same as what? So if you take the likelihood of this, when you multiply this by lambda to power x, when this is going to multiply x, this x is going to change to summation of x. But when this is multiplied constant, it's going to tend to n. So this multiplied by this, we take the likelihood, it's going to be what? Lambda to the power of summation of x. Then when you take the likelihood of e to power of minus lambda, minus lambda is constant. So when this multiplies, it's going to change to n of minus lambda, not summation. So this is going to be what? E to the power of minus n lambda all over when you take the likelihood of s factorial, which is the same as what? Likelihood as I raises from 1 to n x factorial. Then the next thing we're going to do is to take the logarithm of both sides. So we take the log of likelihood of probability of x is equal to x, which is the same as what? Log of, if you take the log of this, it's going to give us what? Log of what? Summation of lambda to the power of summation of x, plus when you take the log of this, it's going to give us what? Log of e to the power of minus n lambda. Then when you take the log of this, when this is going to go up, it will change to minus log of what? Likelihood as I raises from 1 to n x factorial. So the next thing we're going to do is to simplify this. So log of L probability of x is equal to x is the same as what? According to power law of logarithm, this power is going to come back to multiply the log. We're going to have summation of x log lambda, plus also this power is going to come to multiply log e. And this is negative, so this is going to change to minus n lambda log e, then minus log likelihood as I raise it from 1 to n x factorial. So what are we going to do next is to differentiate both sides with respect to parameter lambda. So we differentiate log of likelihood of probability of x is equal to x all over with respect to what? With respect to lambda, which is equal to, when you differentiate this with respect to lambda, we're going to have summation of x over lambda. This logarithm is going to go and this lambda is going to come down. Then minus what? Minus, if you differentiate this with respect to lambda, log e, log and exponential is cancelled. This one is going to cancel. Logarithm and exponential to cancel. N lambda, if you differentiate n lambda, it will remain only n. Because using power rule, 1 multiplied by n is n, then 1 minus 1 is 0. Lambda raised to the power of 0 is 1. So all the time here will remain only n. Then minus, when you differentiate here, there's no lambda here, it will be 0. So derivative of log of likelihood of probability of x equal to x with respect to lambda here is 0, which is equal to summation of x over lambda minus n. So what do? We take this n to the left hand side. We're going to have what? This is negative, is changed to what? Positive n, which is equal to summation of x over what? Lambda. So the next thing we're going to do, remember we are interested in making lambda the subject to a formula. We cross multiply. This n can also be written as n over 1 for easy cross multiplication. Then this lambda multiplied by n is going to give us n lambda, which is equal to 1 multiplied by x is going to give us summation of x. then we divide through by n in order to make lambda the subject of the formula. This is going to cancel. The lambda estimate is now equal to summation of x over n. And summation of x over n is the same as, is nothing but what? X bar. So therefore, the maximum likelihood estimation of a Poisson distribution with parameter lambda is the same as what? Summation of x over n, which is the same as x bar. This is how to estimate the maximum likelihood of a Poisson distribution. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel and also follow us for more videos like this. Thanks.